through my routine. Give me 5 good seconds, God, where I'm meditating on who you are, God. 5 good seconds, God, where I'm seeing you for who you are, God. I'm describing you how you describe yourself, God. I'm declaring what you declare about yourself, God. And before long, I'm saying, God, you're worthy. I'm telling him, God, you're holy. I got my hands extended as a sign of surrender unto God. But what I'm accustomed to is not happening. And oh, I feel so bad. I'm like, God, what is happening, God? So I said, well, God, I repent, God, for anything, God, that I know about and anything that I don't know about, God, that has created this distance, God, or this separation that I feel right now, God. Matter of fact, God, let me just make it plain. God, I'm sorry. Oh, have you ever been there? See, God, I'm not trying to be sophisticated, God. I'm not trying to be too articulate, God, but let me humble myself, God, and say, God, I'm sorry, God. God, I'm sorry for whatever I did, God, that offended you, God. Whatever I did to somebody, God, that offended you, God. God, I'm sorry, God. God, if I didn't handle this temple right, God, I'm sorry, God. For not meditating upon you, God, I'm sorry, God. For not yielding to your word, God, I'm sorry, God. For not being obedient, God, I'm sorry, God. For not surrendering completely, God, I'm sorry, God. Well, there are parts of my heart, God, that I've been holding back, God, I'm sorry, God. I said this, God, but I really meant this, God, I'm sorry, God. For when I lied, God, even though I believed that I was telling the truth, when I said it, God, I said it in the moment, God, when my emotions were heightened, God, but I'm sorry, God. Can you find it in your heart, God, to forgive me, God? Will you forgive me, God? And by that time, God, there was a yes that just came rumbling up from the pit of my stomach, God. From the rivers of living water, a yes began to just roll out my mouth. And I found myself just saying, yes, God. Yes, God.